Value in view. What defines tomorrow globally competitive firm? 5 years ago, the landscape in many high-growth markets looked markedly different. It pays to update our worldview on how value is created and captured in these markets. Value is tied up in legacy models. Goods move slowly through dense chains of intermediaries. Small enterprises lacked global visibility, and most economic activity was locked into low-margin, low-scale industries. Finance was unevenly distributed. Trust operated through informal networks. The raw ingredients for global success existed, yet the ability to turn local capability into cross-border commercial gain was constrained. Too often, value is extracted, not built. Today, that's changing quickly. Following the value, where the shift is happening. While parts of the world contract, commercially astute global leaders are looking to where value creation is evolving and where new models of value capture are gaining ground. Recent data from the World Intellectual Property Organization, WIPO, confirms the shift. In 2024, the global value of corporate intangible assets hit a record $80 trillion, a 28% increase from the previous year and a new high above the 2021 peak. Intangibles as engines. What's striking is the composition of that growth. Intangibles, including intellectual property, data, software, design, brand equity, and know-how, are now central to how economies generate innovation and corporate value. They scale faster, travel further, compound through networks, and allow both firms and countries to bypass traditional capital-heavy development paths. From 2008 to 2023, global investment in intangible assets grew 3 times faster than tangible asset investment. That difference is structural, and it shows the difference between those growing by producing more and those growing by knowing more. Who's advancing? A new league of intangible leaders. India is currently the only middle-income nation among the world's top 10 in intangible asset intensity, yet others, including Indonesia at 11th, Thailand 20th, Brazil 21st, and Morocco at 25th, have risen into the global top 25. These movements are signals of progress, and they're signs of who's building future leverage. The USA tops the list at first position, and Australia, where I'm currently based, is ranked 16th globally. In the article, a list of the top 25 is included. From activity to advantage, the world is shifting. New winners and losers are emerging. What holds true? Value is captured by those who know how to create it. For globally minded business leaders assessing market potential or evaluating competitive threats, the question is, where is value created and how is it being captured? It's no longer sufficient to map factories or freight routes. The signals now lie elsewhere in AI-led business models, licensing models, IP exports, and cross-border ecosystem plays. Today's advantage comes from how firms productize their expertise, monetize their relationships, and scale ideas into recurring, borderless income. That's the shift defining tomorrow's globally competitive firm. Market assessment. The value lens. When assessing a market, it pays to examine how leverage is being used, not just to operate locally, however, to create and capture value at scale. The most forward-looking firms aren't confined to physical exports. They're building business models that move across borders with speed and resilience. In the article, there's a list of 20-odd leverage areas, and these act as signals to look at how diversified income can be earned. Seeing more, moving smarter. As we move through high-growth markets, this lens sharpens our view. It pays to look closely at how local firms are monetizing ideas, relationships, and systems, especially in ways that scale beyond borders. By deliberately seeking out these shifts, we focus on where value is created, not where it's contracting. Because when we see more, we can move smarter.